We want to welcome everyone out today. It's great to see so many friends, families, colleagues, associates, business partners. It's a great day for Arizona, a great day for the city of Mesa. We're glad everyone could be here with us today. My name is Eric Bopp. I am the Deputy Director for Strategic Initiatives with the city of Mesa, and we are excited for today. I would like to introduce our speakers initially, who we're going to hear from. We will hear from the Mesa Economic Development Director, Mr. Bill Jabjiniak. We're going to hear from Mr. Kevin Sullivan with the Arizona Commerce Authority. He's the Senior Vice President of Business Attraction and Expansion. We will hear from Mr. Darrin Jones with the Greater Phoenix Economic Council. He's their Vice President for Business Development. And most importantly, we will hear from Mr. Renaldo Soto, the President and CEO of AQST. Before we begin our program, we want to recognize representatives from the Governor's Office and the Arizona Commerce Authority. Thank them for being here. Our partners at the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, the partners with AQST and the Berlin Space Consortium, the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, the Mesa Economic Advisory Board, our host today, Chandler Gilbert Community College, wonderful partner for us. Representatives from Falcon Field and Gateway Airport, thank you for being here. And also want to recognize the Director of Falcon Field Airport, Ms. Corinne Nystrom, and all the other City of Mesa employees. SRP is with us, ASU and ASU Poly, and then the rest of the aerospace community from in and around the Phoenix Mesa metro area. At this time, we want to begin our celebration, begin our remarks by inviting Mr. Renaldo Soto to the podium, and he's going to give us remarks about their plans for Arizona and Mesa. Welcome, Renaldo.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Welcome to AQST ribbon cutting ceremony. On behalf of AQST Space Systems Group, LLC, our partners and international shareholders, we would like to thank Governor Ducey, Doug Ducey, Sandra Watson, and the President and CEO of the Arizona Commerce Authority, the City of Mesa, the Falcon Field Airport, the Phoenix Gateway Airport, the Arizona State University, and the University of Arizona for making our planned move to Arizona seamless. AQST is a small, emerging, and minority manufacturer of space propulsion systems and satellite systems, with partners and shareholders in the US, Germany, and Australia, all of whom I met during the past 6 years when I was converting Puerto Rico into an aerospace hub as former president of the Puerto Rico Construction and Infrastructure Cluster. I'd like to introduce my partners, Ramon Caldas, former president of the Latin American Supply Chain, Norbert Alexander Plitz, managing director of the Berlin Space Consortium, Kiri Eiking, chairman of the board of directors of the National Space Society, and Julian Protzen, that couldn't be here, from the Berlin Space Consortium, that's also held key positions in space initiatives in the Ukraine, Australia, and Italy. The original plan for my partners and I was to make a reality of this project in Puerto Rico. That plan was shattered by Hurricane Maria that negatively impacted the island's economy, devastated its infrastructure, and growth prospects. To date, our former facilities at the Roosevelt Road Airport are still operating without electricity from the electrical grid. At the beginning of the year, we ventured out and approached Florida, Georgia, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona for a possible site for us. Governor Ducey and the state of Arizona inspired us to move here over all other qualified states because of its unrelenting commitment to job creation, job growth, and most importantly, well-paying jobs. We call that his unrelenting commitment to a diversified economy. Arizona made us and our international partners feel at home from day one. We acknowledge and give special thanks to Brandon Young at the Arizona Commerce Authority, Eric Bob from the city of Mesa, Darrin Jones from GPEC, Corinne Nystrom from the Falcon Field Airport, and many others for helping us be here today and making this project a reality. Many of you wonder, what is this project and what it would do to create jobs in Arizona? Our project aims to build small rockets to transport small satellites to space and build small constellations, satellite constellations, and revolutionary space systems. We plan to create no less than 125 jobs over the next 3 years, with 30% of our workforce comprised of veterans. We felt that the Chandler Gilbert Community College, with its proven track record of teaching veterans the commercial skills needed to join the aviation, space, and defense industries as civilian contractors and employees, would be the logical choice for us to make this announcement, as they're a valued partner to us today and will continue to be a valued partner in the future. Combining that with ASU and the University of Arizona's long history of space system know-how and innovation convinced us that here in Arizona, we had everything that we needed to make our project successful, help Arizona create jobs, and further its aerospace and defense capabilities. Arizona's can-do attitude, inclusive universities, and overall no company is too small mantra is what attracted us to move AQST US headquarters to Arizona. While we continue to search for manufacturing space for our manufacturing and research and development, we feel that this is where we want to be. Just to have an idea, my partner Ramon already moved here, and I'm already spending 70% of my time here, and our family are also moving here in the next few months. We're a small company, but we have 30 years of proven rocket technology and highly experienced, internationally recognized aerospace promoters. We have, like you, we have big dreams, a big heart, and an unwavering commitment to make science fiction of today become tomorrow's reality. Today, we're grateful to be here among the best of the best, and look forward to the opportunity to collaborate with all of you to make sure that our economy lifts everyone and creates prosperity for all of us to be better off. We're humbled and eager to form part of Arizona's highly successful aerospace and defense ecosystem that has produced many highly advanced products and services like the Iridium's first worldwide communications constellation, Boeing Apache helicopters, MD helicopters, Honeywell Aerospace, Raytheon missile systems, Vector Aerospace, and many others. We know that our space and defense business is challenging, but our visits with all of you have demonstrated that Arizona businesses work together and collaborate with each other. And that's why the state's economy is one of the fastest growing in the United States. Clearly, teamwork and collaboration is number one here. And it's that simple. We thank you all for coming, and we thank you for your support. Let's continue working together to create better jobs for Arizona, more resilient jobs that can withstand the ups and downs of our economy, and most importantly, help us build the innovation jobs that will allow Arizona to be a dominant player in a three-dimensional world. The commercial race to space, where in the near future, we'll all be constructing new systems and new cities that will allow space exploration and settlement to become a reality. Thank you very much for joining us.
So everyone in this room is acutely aware that these projects don't happen by themselves, and we have a lot of partners that have assisted the city of Mesa in bringing AQST here. We work a lot with GPEC, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council. They represent a lot of communities in the Phoenix metro area, but we want to always remind them that we are the best location in the metro area, in Arizona, and in the U.S. and in the world for aerospace and defense manufacturers. And AQST is certainly helping us present that case. So with that said, I'd like to invite a friend and colleague from GPEC, Mr. Darrin Jones, to the podium for their remarks.
Thank you, Eric. I was told to talk about teamwork and collaboration, and I had some remarks prepared to discuss about how GPEC works with the region and collaborates with different stakeholders to help companies like AQST thrive and locate in our market. But as I sat in a car this morning, I thought that this project deserved a bit more than that. And as I was thinking about it, I wrote some notes down, so it's totally impromptu, a little bit impromptu this morning. But I thought about the conversations that we all had post-Memorial Day, coming back to the office around the water coolers and the coffee dispensers, about what we did over the weekend. And a lot of us took road trips with our families, loaded up in the RV, went to Prescott, or Prescott if you want to call it that. We went to Flagstaff, Sedona, and I thought, imagine what that would look like in the age of space commercialization and exploration. So imagine loading up your family into a rocket or a spaceship and doing a weekend Earth orbit. That's in our near future, and companies like AQST are driving this innovation and technology. And I mention that because I started thinking about why. Why did this work? Why did all the stakeholders come together and mobilize to get AQST here in our market? And the stakeholders included Pinnacle Technologies, MD Helicopters. It included ASU Polytechnic, and they talked about their robust talent pipeline and R&D coming out of that institution. It was the Arizona Spaceport Alliance that talked a very high level about their innovation in the market. And the reason why we all came together is because we know that we're at the forefront of something truly transformative. We know we're at the forefront of technology that's going to change not only how we explore and commercialize space, but how other industries collect data, how global networks are evolved, how IT infrastructure is developed. It's going to transform life as we know it. So again, thank you to all the partners that participated in this. Again, on the private side, that validated our market and the operating fundamentals, to the education systems. We talked about the veteran programs at Chandler Gilbert Community College, at ASU. We talked about some of the workforce partners that were engaged in this project, and all of those partners came together to make this endeavor a success. And I look forward to working with AQST as they locate here and grow and become our unicorn for Arizona and transform the space commercialization exploration industry. So thank you.
I'm not exactly sure the first time that the Arizona Commerce Authority had an opportunity to interact with AQST executives, but I think one of the components that helped seal the deal was when Renaldo had a chance to meet with Governor Ducey. I think it happened to be around the Waste Management Open, and anybody that comes to Arizona and participates in that event thinks, this is the best place ever. It's just a constant party. What a wonderful place. We've got to be a part of this community. And we are thankful to our partners at the ACA that put on wonderful events and help connect executives from around the world with the governor, who can certainly share our message here in Arizona better than any other. And today, representing the governor's office and the Arizona Commerce Authority, we have Mr. Kevin Sullivan, and I'd like to invite him up to make a few remarks.
Thanks, Eric. I really appreciate it. And I do remember that moment at the Waste Management when the governor sat down with the team and really had an opportunity to articulate exactly what the Arizona value proposition is. The governor has created an environment here that is completely pro-business. Every time you hear him speak, he's talking about jobs, high-wage jobs, and making sure that Arizona has the best opportunity to compete for projects like AQST. And the other thing that I want to highlight real quickly is the fact that with all of our aerospace and defense firms here, many of them in Mesa, as Eric was quick to point out, And as I said to Renaldo earlier, this is going to be a great place for you to draw upon resources that can leverage your ideas, you can leverage the other ideas that are here, and really take AQST to the next level. So we're really, really excited to have you here. The ACA, in partnership with the City of Mesa, and all of our partners, GPEC, across the state of Arizona, are committed to companies like AQST to ensure that we are here for you, not just now. This is a great event, and it's a great celebration. But please know that you have resources available to you at any given time to make sure that not only do you made the right decision to come to Arizona, we're really appreciative of that, but this is just the beginning. And the ACA, GPEC, and the City of Mesa are here to help you no matter what you need. So please don't forget that. Again, I'll echo what was said earlier. Congratulations. This is just the beginning and a great moment for you and for Mesa and for the state of Arizona. Thanks.
Our last speaker today is probably a bit nervous. I haven't had a chance to introduce him publicly previously. My boss, Mr. Bill Jabjiniak, he is representing the City of Mesa here today. There's been at least one article that I know of that references him as the deal maker, and I can attest to the fact that in the Office of Economic Development in the City of Mesa, there is no greater priority than putting deals together and creating jobs in the City of Mesa, and he reminds us of that on a daily basis. So we are glad to deliver today, and we are glad to hear from Mr. Bill Jabjiniak.
You can tell Eric's already had his review for the year, and he passed with flying colors, so he's feeling pretty good about himself. So, but on behalf of the City of Mesa, we welcome AQST to Mesa. And Arnaldo, for you and your team to be here, it means an awful lot to us. I'm here representing Mayor Giles and Vice Mayor Luna. They were delayed on important city business this morning. And I use the word delayed because originally they were still stuck. Just as we started, I got a text from the Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor Luna is en route because he would like to come down and say hello. And I said, we're not going to hold it up. But I want to make sure I express their support. They are tremendously supportive of what we do from an economic development perspective. They're tremendously supportive of the aerospace and defense industry. And thus, he's making the effort to get down here this morning himself, which is important. So it's great to have another manufacturing facility being talked about in Mesa. There's a lot going on in Mesa itself. But for me, when I step back and think about, from an economic development perspective, you're talking about 125 jobs over the next 3 years. And we think about the quality of those jobs. And Mesa's come a long way in the 10 and a half, almost 11 years that I've been here. But to see those quality of jobs are so important to us along the way. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. I want to make sure we thank our partners one more time between GPEC and ACA and Falcon Field. Karina and Lynn, it's great to see you here. Nice job in getting this done. Chandler Gilbert Community College, ASU, and all the other partners that have been mentioned. I just want to reiterate our continued support. We look forward to helping you. So make sure you keep Mr. Bopp well engaged, and he'll jump through any hoop we need to. So thank you again, and congratulations.
So we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony here in the front here in a moment. We want to thank everyone for attending and being with us today. One organization I think we failed to mention is the Arizona Technology Council. They are a wonderful organization that helps build the technology ecosystem that exists here in Arizona and in Mesa, and thankful for their support as well. We will have a meet and greet afterwards. While this can't compare to the Phoenix Open, we do want people to hang around, enjoy the refreshments that have been provided for us today, and invite everyone to socialize and get to know our newest corporate citizen. At this point in time, we would like to invite the VIPs to come to the front for the ribbon cutting, and we'll have the ribbon cutting and photo opportunity, and then have an opportunity to mingle from there. Thank you all again.